Title: The Glitch Characters. Alex, 20. A tired software engineer. Mira, 20. A caffeine-fueled data analyst. Scene start. Coffee shop. Day rain lashes against the window. Alex stares blankly at a glowing laptop screen. Lines of code reflect in his glasses. Mira slides into the booth opposite him, dropping a massive backpack onto the floor. She sets down 2 oversized mugs. You look like you haven't slept since the last decade. Alex. Without looking up. I found something in the legacy code base. Something that shouldn't be there. Mira takes a slow sip, watching him closely. It's a bank, Alex. The code base is basically held together by duct tape and prayers. What did you find? A typo? Alex finally looks up. He turns the laptop around to face her. Alex, look at line 404. Mira leans in, her eyes scanning the screen. Her casual demeanor completely vanishes. She stops chewing her pastry. Mira, that isn't a standard command. Is that a timestamp? Alex, it's a timestamp for tomorrow at 3:14 a.m. And look at the execution function attached to it. Mira, whispering. Delete all, Alex. Not just the database, Mira. The entire infrastructure. It's a kill switch. And it's already live. Scene end. Title: The Glitch Part 2 Characters. Alex, Dventas. A tired software engineer. Mira, Dventas. Dventas. A caffeine-fueled data analyst. Scene started. Coffee shop. Continuous hum of the espresso machine feels deafening. Mira stares at the blinking cursor on Alex's screen, her fingers frozen over her mug. Mira, a kill switch? Who even has access to write into the root legacy system? That repository has been locked down since 2017. Alex, that's the terrifying part. I pulled the commit logs. The author ID is blank. No name, no IP address, no cryptographic signature. It's just there. Mira, that's impossible, Alex. Git literally won't let you commit without a user configuration. Unless it didn't come from the outside. Myra looks around the crowded coffee shop nervously, leaning in closer across the table. You think it's an inside job, management, Alex, or the system itself? I ran a diagnostic on the file's creation date. Mira, this line of code was compiled exactly 48 hours before the bank servers were even built. Drops her spoon. It clatters loudly against the ceramic plate. Mira, okay, joke's over. That's a paradox. You're messing with me because I forgot to pay for my half of the coffee. Alex, deadpan. I wish I was. Look at the countdown. We have exactly 6 hours before delete all executes. If we don't pull the plug on the main server rack manually, the entire financial network goes dark. Mira, then we need to get to the data center. Now scene end. Title: The Glitch. Part 3 characters. Alex, Dventas. A tired software engineer. Mira, Dventas. A caffeine-fueled data analyst. Scene start. Data center. Night the temperature drops drastically. The deafening, rhythmic roar of cooling fans fills the massive, dimly lit room. Server racks tower over Alex and Mira, like neon-lit monoliths, flashing blinking green and blue lights. Alex sprints down corridor 4, his laptop clutched tightly under his arm. Mira follows closely, clutching a heavy-duty network override key. Mira shouting over the noise. Which rack is it? Everything looks exactly the same. Alex, section 9, row C. The legacy mainframe is kept isolated at the very back. They slide around a sharp corner, stopping dead in their tracks in front of a massive, heavily reinforced server cabinet. A digital countdown timer is projected onto the cabinet's glass door. 0, чу, чиплу, 2 суны, 11, Mira, 4 minutes. Alex, plug in. We need to bypass the security gate before we can pull the master switch. Alex slams his laptop onto a makeshift rolling desk, tearing a fiber optic cable from the wall and jamming it into his port. His fingers fly across the mechanical keyboard. Alex, the system is fighting back. It's rerouting my packets. Every time I block an IP, it generates 10 new ones. It knows we're here, Mira. What do you mean it knows? It's a script. Alex, look at the terminal. A cascade of crimson text begins to flood Alex's screen, overriding his commands. A single string of text repeats itself over and over, filling the console window. Stop. Mira's eyes widen as the ambient cooling fans suddenly screech to a violent halt. The temperature in the room instantly begins to rise. The magnetic locks on the heavy exit doors snap shut with a resounding, echoing clank. Mira. Alex, it just locked us in scene end.